Let's talk about twin flame age gaps, shall we? Can your twin flame be too young or too old for you? Let's find out in today's video. So, what if your twin flame is 10 years, 20 years older or younger than you? Does that have any effect on your union? Does that mean you can't be together because of the age difference? And what's the purpose of the age difference? To start with, twin flames are always created as perfect complements. You are one at the core. So your physical age doesn't really play any role in that. It doesn't matter if you're 30, if you're 50, or younger, older. You and your twin flame are always perfectly matched in terms of maturity. And the beautiful thing about being with your twin flame instead of a soulmate is that you don't have to compromise. Your twin flame always grows as one with you. So maybe even if on the outside they have a house, they've got a business, they've got everything together and you don't because you're much younger, emotionally and spiritually you're always on an equal playing field. So there's no need to worry about that. As to why you have an age gap with your twin flame, you can always ask your creator what the purpose of things is on your twin flame journey. Because all of us have this connection to our creator in our hearts, and you can train this skill of channeling by asking these questions and receiving those answers, checking in with your feelings. And it's always personal, so if you have an age gap with your twin flame, your purpose for this age gap might be different to someone else with the exact same age gap. So if you're interested to know about it, it's always good to check in for yourself. Now, if you have an age gap with your twin flame, you might feel bothered by it and you might feel like you can't be together with them. And in divine truth, that is simply not true. You never have to sacrifice being with your twin flame because of any reason. Many unions are designed to have this challenge of the age gap, but challenges are meant to be overcome. So if you find yourself bothered by your age gap, then you can always check in with your heart, see what really bothers you about it. Perhaps you might feel the other person is more ahead in life and you're not very confident because of that, and that's what triggers you. Or if you're much older than your twin flame, you might feel you have nothing to offer them. Surely a younger person must be a better match, you might think. Overcoming those challenges takes feeling your feelings and choosing to work through them. They're not going to disappear on their own. If you would like an effective way to work through those feelings, then I highly recommend the mirror exercise, which I will have linked in the description box below, so you can check it out. When it comes to your twin flame journey, you never have to stay in the uncomfortable feeling or settle for feeling bad about any aspect of your union. Everything should feel very good and very peaceful and very juicy. It should feel good for you to be on this journey. If it doesn't, that's okay, but it doesn't have to mean you need to accept feeling bad as the default state of your journey. Working through those upsets that come up as a result of your age gap is also a great way for you to have a closer relationship with your twin flame and your creator. Because of course those upsets are going to keep coming up, even if you are with your twin flame. It's going to come up in an argument, it's going to come up on a bad day, and you want to be prepared for that. We've talked about twin flames breaking up and coming back together on this channel before, and if you want to avoid that, then that's a great way to do that. Working through those feelings so that you are able to heal those blocks, heal those upsets before it is more compassionate for you to separate instead of, keep being together and working through it with each other. This is why it's important to have a good foundation of your inner work while on this journey. And if you don't know where to start, if you would like more personalized support with your inner work and with healing your way into your union, then as a certified ascension coach, I can definitely help you with that. I've helped twin flames that had an age gap in their union come together, so it's definitely doable if that is what you desire. If you'd like to work with me personally, I have the link to a form you can fill out so that we can get in touch and start working together, healing those blocks to your union so that you can be in your harmonious union. So what about unsupportive people, you may ask? A lot of people judge that fairly harshly when there's an age gap in your twin flame union. And to that I'm going to ask you, what does it matter? People are going to disapprove of many things about you and your union. That's how people are. And it says more about them than it does about you. If you're committed to shining your light no matter what, people will get triggered, and that's a fact of life. It has nothing to do with you personally, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't shine your light just because it triggers someone. It's okay to do that, because by shining your light and claiming your union, being in your union and being happy there, you're showing them that they can have true love too. and it's up to them whether they want to accept that or not, because there is free will after all. But you're doing nothing wrong by choosing love and choosing to be with your twin flame. And yeah, people might be unsupportive. In fact, more than likely, you will encounter some people that are unsupportive. And that sucks, but at the end of the day, is what other people think of you more important, or your happiness? At the end of the day, you get to have your ultimate lover and be with them and build this beautiful life with them, watch as your beautiful love story unfolds. So surely that must be more important than what a few people think, right? So this was all about twin flame age gaps. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.